Hey guys, welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 6, Demons of the Punjab. Okay, now this episode has the Doctor and her crew going back in time to meet Yaz's grandmother. And when they do so, they find out that Yaz's grandmother hasn't been completely truthful about her past, uh, quote unquote, being that she got married to an Indian man before, and for some reason, uh, she didn't tell anybody about it. And in this episode, we find out why. Is that I really love this episode. I think that this episode is my second favorite of the season, right behind The Girl Who Fell to Earth and Rosa. Once again, this episode had a political undertone. Now, the political undertone in this episode was the occupation of India or something or other. I have never heard of it. So, for Doctor Who to come in yet again with another educational episode, I think is a step in the right direction for this new era of Doctor Who. And I was really dying for a episode framed around Yaz, because I think that we've gotten a lot of episodes framed around Graham and Ryan. Not to say that they're bad characters; they're not. I really enjoy them, but I really wanted to see Yaz's character filled out more or explored more. And this episode, I finally got what I wanted: a standalone episode focused on Yaz, and I absolutely loved it. One of my favorite scenes in the episode was when um, Graham actually sort of sits Yaz down and tells her that just because you want to know things about your family, sometimes your family doesn't want to really reveal everything from their past, either because they're ashamed or because it's too painful for them. So I really really love that moment. Also, another key standout in this episode was the villains. The villains in this episode, at first you think that they are this alien race of bounty hunters that just go across the universe killing random people for no good reason. Okay, and at first you think that they're really stale villains and really one note villains, but as the episode goes on, you discover that because they have gone across the centuries fighting with each other and killing other civilizations, that their own civilization, because of their absence, was undefended, and because it was undefended, it was destroyed, and this last group of these alien bounty hunters really take it upon themselves to change their own history and sort of serve as witnesses to those people who are dying or are going to die in the timeline of history, so those people won't be alone. And I really, really liked that setup as they are unfurled, so to speak. You discover that they are villains with some heft and some much needed development as far as the villains are concerned so far in this 11th season of Doctor Who. I really don't have any negatives about this episode. I really really enjoyed it from start to finish. I love the part where Yaz finally gets to see what her grandmother looks like, what her grandmother was like when she was young, and the fact that when she first shows up, she kind of gets caught up in the shock and awe of seeing her grandmother when she was young, to where she starts acting really weird and really uncomfortable. I mean, her future grandmother at this point doesn't know who the hell she is, and she's acting like her grandmother knows who she is. And I love the way that the doctor and Graham and Ryan are trying to convey to Yaz that, hey, you know that this is your grandmother, but to her, she doesn't know who the hell you are. So you need to take a step back and calm down and sort of rein it in a little bit and try to come up with some explanations as to why you're here. When Yaz, Ryan, and the doctor realize that to preserve history, they have to let the man that Yaz's future grandmother was going to marry first, they have to let him die, so the timeline won't be broken. In his final scene, when he finally does meet his end, it is a dramatic scene. You feel it, and just the look on Yaz's face watching this go down, knowing that she can't save this guy that she has grown fond of throughout the course of this episode, is just heartbreaking and phenomenal. With that being said, I would give this episode an A. What did you think of this episode of Doctor Who, The Demons of Punjab? Comment below, let me know. But until next time, as always, I'll see you when I see you.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.